Hey guys, welcome to another recent gaming video. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. This is the first one of 2015, the first game completion this year, and I was absolutely not a game I was expecting. I have a game, Murdered Soul Suspect, that I'm like this close to being done with. I figured sometime this month I would finish that off. Haven't done it yet. I haven't gotten back into Far Cry 4, not that I was anywhere close to beating that. But anyway, this one just kind of came out of nowhere for me, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was a decent little game. And that is Medal of Honor. This is the one that came out, I believe, in 2010, not like the original PS1 series game, not the newer Medal of Honor game from, I don't know, a couple years ago. This was one that I think I must have picked up in some sort of a Steam sale or a Humble Bundle. I know I wouldn't have paid $10-20 for this by itself. I'm not a big first-person shooter fan, especially not these modern first-person shooters. I prefer a lot of the old Call of Duty games, the World War II games. I have quite a few of those and have played quite a few of those. I've also played the there's another series, and now I'm spacing out on it. But basically, I don't get into the new Battlefield games. I don't get into the new COD games. Those just aren't really my thing, especially because of their focus on multiplayer aspects. This, I played the multiplayer, or excuse me, the single player like campaign mode. I'm not going to play the multiplayer for the Medal of Honor. And I guess I could explain why. It's really two words that can explain it, and that's I suck. I'm honest about that. I'm not good at shooter games, first-person shooter games. I will acknowledge the fact that the old keyboard and mouse way of playing these kind of games is way better than with a controller. There's just more accuracy. But even with accuracy, even with me playing on basically the casual or easiest difficulty, I still had some times in that game where I was getting my butt, handed to me easily by the computer. But I still enjoyed it. I guess it was basically just a matter of me being bored a couple days ago, and I decided to look through my Steam games and find something I really had never done. And I think it was Sunday, the first night that I played it. And then and I played it for a while that night, I think about a little over an hour and a half. And then yesterday I played it again for probably about the same amount of time, and that finished it off. So it was only really like a 3 or 4 hour long campaign. I didn't realize it was going to be that short, but whatever the case may be, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the different weapons. I enjoyed the way that the story went back and forth between a couple of different characters. See, that's what I don't like about your common first-person shooter these days, and what is so popular about them. It's like I said, it's all focused on the online aspect. People playing against each other because they just want that challenge. They just want that pew 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 and I killed you kind of thing, and the 360 no scopes and all that bullshit. And they just want to get out there and try to be better than somebody else who's playing it from somewhere else. And I don't care for that. I really don't care at all. The only game that I play where I play against other people online like that is Gmod, and there are times when I suck really, really bad, and people say shit about it. They talk shit, and I just deal with it because I feel like what Gmod allows you to do with all of its different game modes is it has a lot of different ways for why it's fun and why you get some sort of enjoyment out of it. Those hardcore first-person shooter games, their multiplayer it's just about uber testosterone levels, even though most of these people are like 13-year-old boys. It's about, who's got the biggest e-penis of them all. You know what I'm saying? If you don't play these games, you probably don't understand what I'm saying, but it's just such a big ego stroke. It's just, I'm better than you, I can kill you, I can do whatever I want, I'm highly ranked, I'm this or that. And as an older person, older than these teenagers who play these games, I just kind of have to step away a little bit and just say, you know what, you guys do your thing, I don't care, but I'm not getting involved. So I avoid games like this unless I can get some sort of single player enjoyment out of it. And I did. Medal of Honor gave that to me. I wasn't really going to want to say anything about the content of the game, because basically it's like it's the wars that we've basically been a part of, you know, against the Taliban and all that kind of stuff over the last decade or so. And I don't really have an opinion or a real want to throw my opinion out there about it. But, I mean, storyline-wise, I did feel like I was kind of in that battle and kind of in the mindset of those people, you know, our troops and stuff, which, regardless of my feelings on any of the conflicts or whatever that we've been through, I support the troops because they do go and fight for our freedoms and whatnot, and I can't speak about, you know, whether or not I feel some of that stuff is justified or not, and especially in a video game, how the video game paints the pictures of it, you know, I don't want it to sway my feelings on it, but it's just, it is what it is. It was a good shooter game. Like, I liked the mechanics of it. I was playing it, like I said, on the easiest difficulty, so I was probably not doing as good as I felt like I was doing. The game was just allowing it to kind of happen, but it had a lot of really cool weapons, a lot of really cool ideas, and maybe, like I said, maybe I'm just surprised that it was over so quickly, that I feel like, you know, it could have doubled the length of time you could play in the game and still have been kind of fun using the different weapons and whatnot. But anyway, I don't know, that's just my thoughts on it. It was a decent game. Like I said, when it comes to war games, sometimes I'm a little I guess I get a little tepid about getting into some of them because of the content, the ideas, you know, the wars and the ideologies and the politics that are involved that aren't always necessarily my politics. But as far as what it was supposed to be, I think it did its job really, really well. And it's not necessarily going to convince me to go and play Battlefield and go and play Call of Duty. I do have Battlefield 3. It might be something I would think about playing if it's got a decent single-player campaign mode to it. But not, like I said, not my normal type of game, but I still had a good time with it. It was still satisfying as far as being a video game was concerned. I guess that's about all I can say about it already, because I feel like I'm just kind of stepping on my own toes here. But anyway, yeah, my first game of 2015, Medal of Honor, totally didn't see that coming. Did enjoy it to a certain extent. And yeah, I guess that's it. So I'll see you guys next time, hopefully with more games that I've completed.